Hey everybody, it's me, Play Judge. For today's channel news, I have something important to talk about. It's about wrestling. Yes, and that is that for a long while now, I've lost the urge, the want to actually stream wrestling. I mean, like I try to bring it all that I can for the live streams, but for the most part, I'm just like I don't want to do this, but I have to do something with my wrestling shows, and it also feels like no, and I also feel like my wrestling show is getting stale-ish, if that makes anything. It feels like it's getting bland and stale. Like I know we just had a pay-per-view, but it feels like the show in and of itself, outside of special events, is getting stale, and I'm just getting tired of doing EFED stuff in general. And I want to branch out and do other things than besides wrestling, like play other video games, do other types of topics and whatnot. Well, other types of videos, I should say, and branch out and do other things. I know wrestling helped make my subscriber count grow mostly, which I'm not really caring about my subscriber count so much. But for all you who have subscribed, as always, thank you and whatnot. But I'm not doing this for the views or whatever. I'm mostly doing it to try to entertain people. And if I'm not enjoying it, then I don't think other people are going to be enjoying it that much as well. And the wrestling thing, it's mostly like being an annoyance and a nuisance to me, and I'm just really losing my drive to do it. I'm not quitting it, but for the time being, I'm not gonna do any wrestling stuff. Sorry if I came off jockus, but I'm just not really feeling it anymore. And I want to expand out and do other stuff that isn't wrestling, because it feels like that's what I mostly do. Just wrestling, 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 wrestling. Just annoying. Because if, to be honest, doing all this wrestling stuff makes my channel a wrestling channel. And I didn't want it to be primarily a wrestling channel to begin with. I wanted it to be one of the things that I do, and not use it for primarily wrestling. So in order to do that, I need to stop doing wrestling for a period of time, which is what I'm going to go ahead and do. I think I'll take a month or so off, something like that, off of doing wrestling. Maybe I'll wait until new wrestling games comes out, maybe. I just want to do other things and not focus on wrestling. Because before I started doing the wrestling stuff, one of the things that I didn't want to happen is that this channel becomes an pretty much not wrestling channel, which I didn't really want to happen. But I guess got carried away doing wrestling stuff at first, guess it. So I guess it happened. I didn't want it to. I wasn't paying attention, and it did. Because I want this channel to be used for other stuff. I want to do other things with this channel, not just primarily wrestling. So because of that, I'm not going to do any wrestling stuff for a period of time, a month or so. But don't worry, you can keep my wrestlers and do what you always have done with them in your shows and whatnot. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be around for anything. I'm just not going to do e-fetting. That's basically it. That's what I'm trying to get across. So while I am not going to be doing wrestling, I'm going to be try doing other stuff, streaming other stuff, and making other videos like I planned to do, but I really couldn't because this was a EFED channel, EFED wrestling channel. So I'm going to do those types of things. now. And wrestling is gonna be on the back burner until further notice. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys about, because I really do hope to do other stuff. So if you understand, thank you. Also, I'm kind of getting tired of doing wrestling stuff. Even though I took a break here and there, I still get tired of doing it. But at any rate, if you guys liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, make sure you select all. Thank you all for listening, and if you understand, thank you. Stay safe out there. Try to avoid the cities, and try to go out as the least as possible so you don't get the reckoning. And I'll see you guys later. Also, wash your hands.